Hi, hello students, welcome back. Today we are going to learn new lesson that is called app development. It is very interesting lesson. This is class 8 and lesson number 9. Topics are going to be covered in this lesson are introduction, types of apps, mobile operating system, creating apps using MIT App Inventor, starting App Inventor, creating new project. Introduction. App means short form is called application, which is another name is a computer program. A mobile app is a computer program designed to run on a mobile device such as phone or tablet or watch. That means mobile app is an application where we will create in the computer and it will runs on the mobile phones or tablets or watch. Apps do everything that helping you make or receive a phone call, to check on the weather, writing notes and documents, paying and organizing music and movies, managing your contacts and calendars, providing GPS instructions, playing games, reading books, and about a million things. So, running a program, launching an app, starting an app, all are different of ways of saying the thing. You launch an app by activating its icon. Once an app is launched, it remains active until you close it. That means once if you open the app, it will open only. Until you close, it will does not close the app. So in the app, by using the apps, we will use paying, purchasing the clothes, online shopping, and playing games, playing movies. These are all comes under into the apps only. Next one is downloading apps and commonly used apps. Downloading apps. Apps are usually available through the distribution platforms called app stores, such as Apple App Store, Google Play, Windows Phone Store, and BlackBerry App World. Usually they are downloaded from these platforms to a mobile device. Suppose if you want to download any game or any application, you will go to the Google Play and there you will download the app. If you are using Apple phone, you will go to the App Store. So all apps will be available in the app stores. So commonly used apps are Flipkart, you know that is the most popular e-commerce portal that offer products in various categories. Paytm is the fastest online payment apps. Hike is an instant messaging app. WhatsApp, OLX is a classified to purchase or buy second-hand products. So Instagram is the best app to share your photos with the friends. So like this, Make My Trip, and these are all apps which will be commonly used in your phone. Types of apps. There are three types of apps are there. One is native apps, web apps, and hybrid apps. First one is native apps. Native apps live on the device and are accessed through the icons on the device home screen. Native apps are installed through an application store as Google Play or Apple Store. They are developed specifically for one platform and can take full advantages of its device features. They can use camera, GPS, accelerometer, compass, and contact, so on. And native apps can use device info notification system and can be also offline. That means native apps means the apps which are used in your mobile. Those are called native apps. Yeah. Next one is native apps examples. You can see the regularly used apps. Yes, Skype, Angry Birds, Instagram, Pixel Arts, and Candy Crush, Netflix. These are the examples of native apps. That means which are available in the Play Store and iOS Store. That is called native apps. Next one is web apps. Web apps are responsive versions of website that are designed to work on any mobile device. They are basically an internet enabled app that can be accessible by the mobile devices, web browsers, or even desktop web browser. There is no need to be downloaded them into the mobile devices to access. Web app is stored on a remote server delivered one of the internet through a browser. That means web applications includes online forms, shopping carts, word processors, spreadsheets, video and photo editing, file conversion, file scanning, email programs such as Gmail, Yahoo, AOL. Popular applications include Google Apps and Microsoft 365. These are all called web apps. That means which need not to required download from your mobile. So those are called web apps. For like online conversions, online forms, and Facebook and Gmail are the very good example of web apps. Facebook is there. You will store the photos in the Facebook only. That means web based. Gmail, you will use Gmail in anywhere without downloading. You can go to the any system, anywhere internet available. You can use this Gmail. So these are called web apps, which does not require to be installed in your mobile. Those are called web apps. Next one is called hybrid apps. Hybrid app combines elements of both native and web apps. Hybrid apps can be distributed through the app stores just like native app, and they can incorporate operating systems like web app. Hybrid apps can also use cross-compatible web technologies, for example HTML5, CSS and JavaScript. That means you can see here it is a combination of both native and web apps, that is called hybrid apps. You can see here BR Baskets and Gmail and Instagram, both which available in the both the devices. Like if the app is available in Facebook, you can use in the web browser and you can find it in the app also. So those are called hybrid apps. Gmail, you can use it in a mobile and you can use it in the web browser also. Those are called hybrid apps. Next one is mobile operating system. Mobile operating system means is just like Linux or Windows operating system, controls your desktop and laptop computer operating system. So a mobile operating system is a software platform on which other programs can run on a mobile devices. That means if you see that system, there is a Windows 10, Windows XP, like that Linux, these are all operating system which will run on the computers and laptops. But mobile operating system where we can run the programs on the mobile, that is called mobile operating system. For example, first one is Android OS. Android OS means Android mobile operating system, Google's open and free operating system, which also includes some key applications for the mobile device including smartphones. That means maximum smartphones are using the Android version, Android operating system. And iOS is there. iOS means it is used by only Apple company. Apple designed their own application because of security issues. They designed their own iOS operating system, that is called iOS operating system. So it will be running only iPhones and iPads. And yeah, so next one is Windows mobile operating system. Windows mobile operating system means like it is used in the smartphones and mobile devices with or without touch screens. So earlier we don't have the touch screen phone, so at that time they are using the Windows mobile operating system. So these are the three mobile operating system. First one is Android, second one iOS is, next one is Windows mobile operating system. Creating apps using MIT App Inventor. So to create an app we required some App Inventor. So App Inventor for Android is open source web application originally provided by the Google. So and maintained by the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. MIT means Massachusetts Institute of Technology. App Inventor allows you quick and easy creation apps or applications. Android operating system, smartphones and tablets. That means while using the app, while creating an app on the MIT, you can use that app in your smartphones and tablets also. So App Inventor has screen designer to visual create app screen. It has special editor known as block editor. So App Inventor is having the screen designer, next one is block editor and code blocks. So if you don't have to support the Android devices to connect your computer, App Inventor provides an Android emulator that runs on your computer. Suppose if you are not having the phone to connect the system, so don't worry, App Inventor only will provide you some app emulator. So an Android emulator is an virtual device, AVD, Android virtual device. So you can use an Android emulator target platform to run your or to test your Android application on the PC. So App Inventor is a web application that runs in your browser. So where it will run? It will run in your browser. The following browsers work with App Inventor, like Google Chrome, it requires Apple Safari, Mozilla Firefox, but you can see the versions are 4.0 or higher for Google Chrome, 5 or higher for Apple Safari, and Mozilla Firefox is 3.6 or higher. These are called versions of the web browsers. Next one is starting App Inventor. Starting an App Inventor, and if you are working offline means without internet, you need to install App Inventor server in your computer. Run the App Inventor server. So open your browser and type localhost 48 in the address bar. If you want to work online is the best one. So without installing any App Inventors in your system, you can create your apps on the online only. So we need to visit appinventor.mit.edu. While working on the online, to sign in, we need to sign in to the Google account. With your Google account, we need to sign in to that App Inventor. So let us know about the app design window. So this will be there, a palette column. A palette provides a list of components, and viewer column, a component column, a media column, properties column, block editor. That means these are all will be visible in your app designer window. So what are these? You can read here. For a viewer column means viewer column rectangular area represents the app screen. You can design your app in viewers column. Components column means where the components will be present in one place, that is called components. Media column means that will allow and manage your media files such as images, videos, audio files, etc. Next one is properties column. Properties means pane that which lists a setting to the current and selected component. So properties of the components, you can see the property column. Block editor means it is a where you assemble the, you will write the, you need not to write, you drag and drop the code. The block editor contains the codes. Topmost area of an app inventor, that means what are the there in app inventor, the topmost area. The first one is project will be there, next connect will be there. Connect means it will allow us to connect the Android device or Android emulator. Build menu allows to package an app so it can be shared with others. So by using the build we can share our app to others. Help menu provides your for any tutorials, and this one my projects, where you can see all your projects in one place, that is called my projects. Now we are going to create a new project. So I am going to show one video which contains topmost area and app designer window. Let us look on a video. Yeah, see here, first I am going to open, we need to go open the web browser. I opened the Google Chrome, and here I am going to write app inventor. I am having this one, so app inventor.mdu. so here you can see first we need to sign in. So there is a login here. I am going to log in. I log in with my Gmail account. So see, I am logging with this account. Now these are my projects here. This is called top area, like my projects, connects, build, and settings, help. And next one is, there are 5 palettes are there as we discussed now. Palettes here where we can see components here. Next one is viewer, where is your mobile app look like. And next one is components of the your project. And next media, where you can see your files. And this is called properties pane. Properties for this component for click me is that, see background color. So these are the properties of this one, and this is called app inventor. So AI see, so if you go this one, first we need to go this one and go this side, and from here we need to download this app inventor. So now I already downloaded this AI starter. So go to the Google and click on the AI starter, STARTER starter. See, you need to download from here. Download for Windows, download for Mac, download for Linux software. So from here you can download. First we need to download this software, then only we can run the online app. So I already downloaded this one. See, so this is called interface. Okay, see here, first we need to, before going to create the our app, we need to see, we go to the steps. To create a new project, click on project menu and top and click on start new project. So click on project menu and click on start new project, and write the project name as your wish. So I'm writing the project name also, and I'm writing here Green Earth, because textbook shows Green Earth. Click on OK. There will be no spaces. If you give spaces, see, project names cannot contain the spaces, so it will create it like underscore. So without spaces you need to write here and click on OK. Now Green Earth created, and it will open the screen. See, Green Earth project name is this one, and this is your phone, and you can change the screen name also. For example, title, here I am writing my app. Now see here, it will change. See, my app, it is a my app. So now next step, what is the next step? Let us create our first app by using displaying the message when we click a button. So first drag the button from the palette pane to screen. That means there is a palette here, and from the we need to drag and drop the button. See, just to drag drop, simple. Next one is in properties pane, change the property of the button. See here, select the button and there is a property text, right? See, click me. Now click here. See, the button name is changed. Next one is now drag a label from the palette pane to the screen, and label will be used to display the message when we click the button. That means now we are going to drag and drop the one label, because when I click here the message should come here. Okay, so next step 15 step is you can change the font size and make the bold, italic and the background for the label. See, select the label here and background color if you want, you can keep red, font bold, and size if you want to keep size, I am keeping 18 size, and italic like that. So, and make sure that, see, make the text property of label is blank. So select this one and delete and keep it blank. See, I kept the blank. Good. Next one is now click on the blocks button on the right side. See, there is a blocks because we need to write the code. So I clicked the blocks. Okay. Next one is drag the, in the screen one section, click on the button, open blocks associated with the screen button. See, in the screen button here, block, so drag the block viewer area. First one you need to select, and viewer area you need to drag and drop. Next one, now click the label one to open the blocks associated with the screen label. Now I am going to open the screen label. See, and now drag under the block as shown in the figure. So we need to drag here, and dragging this one, and it is perfectly fit. And what we need to do here, text, change it to text. When button one click, what should you do? Set label one text to. What kind of text? Now next step, see. Now drag under the button block as shown in the figure. Now see. Now click on the built-in section, select this one. See, text. In built-in section we are going to select the text. And first one, drag it and drop and place it here. And write the text here. Hello friends, let's develop app. So write here, hello friends, let's develop app. Okay, now I written there. Now see, to run the emulator, please connect the, click on the connect and click on the emulator. Now what we will do, see here. Now to run it on emulator, click on connect and click on emulator. So there is a connect and click on emulator. See, before that one I told you we need to open the AI starter, then only my AI starter is opened here. See, AI emulator is open now. Android mobile, it will show like this. This may take minute or 2 minutes, so wait for that one. Now see, you can unlock like this if you want to unlock. Now wait, emulator started. Please wait 18 seconds to ensure all is running. That means it's, please wait for that one. So waiting for this one. Now wait, let us see. Let's wait for 7 more seconds. Now 3, 4, 2, 1 and verify. Companion starting. Now started. See, this is our app and this is our application is running. When I click here, it should come. See, when I am clicking here, hello friends, let's develop app. That means my app is working. So in this way we can create our own app by using the, see, I am showing again here, connect and reset. See, this is emulator. Before opening, after writing the code, you need to click on connect and click on emulator. So emulator will open and it will run. Here it's opening and it's open now. See, now it's open here and it may take 1 or 2 minutes and it's getting open, and it's like virtual device where we did not connect our mobile, so it's connecting like this. But make sure that we need to wait for some time because it is connecting to virtual device. So we need to wait for the 11 seconds. 7 6 5 4 3 2 1, and companion should on. So it's getting open and see, it's open. Now if I click this one, this is my app. If I click this one, it should come. See, my app is working. In this way you can create your first project easily. Yeah, see here, next we are going to create one more app, that is called wildlife app. Let us see. First of all, we need to click on project menu and select start new project. So we all know how to click on my project and click on start project and title it as wildlife. Click on OK. Okay, already existed this one, so I'll refresh this one and I'll create one project here, wildlife. It's okay, wildlife 1 I'm creating. Click on OK. Now see, wildlife 1 project is there. Now first second step is write the project name and wildlife. Okay, then next one, click on screen 1 and the components of the properties. Type the screen 1 title as wildlife show. Screen title will be displayed on the top of the screen. So here instead of screen 1 we'll change it as wildlife show. See, now it's changed here. Wildlife show. Done. Third step. Next fourth step. From layout, in the layout palette, click on the vertical alignment and drag it on the screen. Step 4. From the layout in the palette, see here, layout, vertical alignment, drag it and drop it. Here, layout, user interface below. If it is like this, just scroll down and click on it. Now next one, change the property of vertical element as shown in the figure. Height 350 pixel, width fill parent. So here vertical element height 350, click on, and width fill parent. Here click on OK. Now it becomes like this. See, now next one, click on the image from the user interface in the palette, drag it and inside the vertical alignment. Click on the image in the user interface. See, user interface, there is an image, drag it and drop it here inside this one. Okay, sixth step also done. Now go into the seventh step. Let us see. From the layout in the palette, click on the horizontal element and drag it on the screen. So here same layout, there is a horizontal alignment, drag it and drop here. Okay, now here change the property of horizontal element, height automatic, width fill parent. So height automatic, it is there. Okay, now width fill parent, click on OK. Done. Now next step is, now drag 3 buttons inside the horizontal alignment. Now what we need to do, 3 buttons here in user interface, there is a 3 button, 1 2 and 3. See, 3 buttons I placed over here. Now next step, see here, next step is, now to add the images, click on media in the palette, click on the upload file button in the components. See, come down, there is an upload file here. Okay, now choose file, browse images for elephant and giraffe, tiger. If you do download images, if you don't download it, just download it from the internet. So I already downloaded. So desktop I am having, there is wildlife. See, line I am downloading, open, click on OK. See, line again, one more image, giraffe, upload and click on OK. Second image, wait, it's uploading here. Yeah, uploaded. Next, third image and next cheetah or tiger, and choosing that one, click on OK. Cheetah image is uploaded. Now click on the blocks and design the following blocks. Now see here, we need to design like this. For example, see, click on the blocks. Where is blocks? Here I will change this one first, text image as pick 1. Next I'm changing this one as pick 2, and this one also property, text property, pick 3. So I change it. Now click on the blocks. Okay, done. Now what to do? Click on blocks and design the following. When button 1 click, now this one we need to do. See, first select the button 1, drag it and drop, and next what to do? See, there is this one. Yeah, set image 1 to picture. So here select the image, this one, select image 1 to select this one, not animations, click on picture. Now text, here text is there, see. Now text we need to write. So from here blocks, just here, this one, drag it and drop it. So here what kind of thing? First line dot, we need to write capitals only. We need to write the image name. So here line, LION, line dot JPG. JPG is the format of the image. Okay. Now select button 2, same repeat it, and click on image, and picture, and text here, and write second image name giraffe. So dot JPG. Okay. Now same with the third button at all, select and drag and drop it, and here image, now here picture we need to select, and text and drag it and drop it, and third image name cheetah, CHEET. I written here capital letters only image name, so you also need to write in the capital. So if you are having the small letters image name, so you need to write small letter JPG. So I done. Once done, connect the menu and click on emulator. So once done, I done this project. Now connect emulator. So it's starting. Let us have a look. Right. We need to open only. This AI starter should be open. Then only it will connect to the Android. See, it's starting. We know as usually it takes 10 to 15 seconds to connect that one. So please wait patiently. So it started. Our virtual phone is connected now. So wait for that one. 15 seconds we need to wait. And yeah, see here it's connected now. Our phone, virtual phone is open now here. Now let us see how it works. Wildlife show, this is my app. If I click on pick 1, so line image is coming. Pick 2, giraffe image is there. Pick 3, cheetah image is there. So in this way you can create your own apps. It's interesting, no? Very interesting. So see here, pick 1, pick 2 and pick 3. So in this way you can create your own apps like this. So try to do practice more at home, so it will helpful to you. It requires, first of all I am telling, before running this one you need to install AI starter. AI starter should be installed, then only it will run. Without AI installed it will not come. So see here, now pick 3. What is this pick 3? Pick 2 giraffe and pick 3. In this way line you can change here, instead of pick 1 you can change here directly to go to the designer. Before going there, just connect, or I'll go to the designer here. Instead of pick 1 I will write here line. Next one, instead of pick 2 I will write graph. Instead of pick 3 I will write text property cheetah or tiger. I'm writing that tiger, right? Tiger or cheetah, anything you can. Now see here, is it coming or not? It's not coming. Why? Because we need to refresh the companion screen. So we're refreshing and it's coming. See, line, graph, tiger. See, in this way you can create your own apps. So how to close? First of all, this is very important here. See, after finishing this one, click on this one and reset companion, and companion will close. And next one, this one also should be closed, not into mark. Just here, see here, hit Control minus C in the keyboard. You need to press, wait, let me go here, Control minus C to close this one, and it will be closed. So no need to worry. Just if it is not closing, then what we will do is just click on this close button simply, and this is the way, and your chapter is finished. And this is the way you can one more step is build menu and click on this one for APK or save APK, and you can save also. Save progressing, it's getting saved 30%. Once done it will be saved. Okay students, that's all for today. Hope you like it and meet you next time. Till then, take care and stay safe and prepare well for your examinations.